If the word politics makes your skin crawl, you're not alone. A lot of ethical professionals hear office politics and picture manipulation, gossip, and ego. But here's the twist. If you refuse to learn how decisions actually move, you don't avoid politics. You just lose to it. Because office politics isn't about being fake. It's about understanding how decisions get made when information is incomplete and incentives conflict. Today, I'll show you one simple system, 3 steps, that lets you navigate office dynamics ethically, without becoming a schemer, without selling your soul, and I'll show you how AI can do the heavy lifting, so you stay strategic without burning out. You'll get 3 things: a framework to map who can block you, support you, or approve you in 15 minutes. 1 message template that turns potential blockers into collaborators. And 3 ways AI can handle the exhausting parts, so you focus on judgment, not mechanics. Let's start with why office politics kills good work. Hi, I'm Ryan from Workday Wisdom. This is where everyday work problems are explained using philosophy, psychology, and real research. And every episode ends with concrete experiments you can try in your next workday. Let me tell you about Maya. She spent 4 months building a product recommendation engine. Elegant code, solid data, leadership approved the kickoff. Then 2 weeks before launch, it got quietly shelved. No meeting, no explanation, just a Slack message. We're pausing this for now. Maya was devastated. She thought she'd done something wrong. But here's what actually happened. The VP of sales had never been consulted. The engine would change how their team got compensated, so he slow-walked it behind the scenes. No confrontation, no email trail, just influence. Maya lost 4 months not because her work was bad. She lost because she didn't know there was a silent blocker sitting 3 levels away. That's what I mean by politics. It's invisible forces that kill good work. Here's what happens to most people. You work hard, you deliver, you assume the work will speak for itself. Meanwhile, someone else gets staffed on the better project, gets credit for the outcome, gets promoted faster, and you're left thinking, what am I missing? You're missing alignment. Organizations don't reward effort. They reward outcomes that are aligned with the right priorities, supported by the right people, and understood at the right time. If you don't manage alignment, your work becomes fragile. It gets deprioritized, blocked, rescoped, or quietly reassigned. So today, I'm going to give you a simple system to prevent that. It's called the Workday Wisdom System. Map, align, signal. Map. Identify who can block you, support you, or approve you. Align. Talk to potential blockers before they become actual blockers. Signal. Make your progress visible so support stays easy. That's it, 3 steps. Most people skip map and align and try to win in the meeting. But meetings are where decisions are announced. Alignment is where decisions are created. So let's walk through each step with the exact tools you need. Step 1, map. Here's what Maya should have done. Before she spent 4 months building, she should have taken 15 minutes to map her stakeholders. Here's how. Pick one project that matters, something cross-functional, or something that requires approval you don't control. Now list 5 to 8 people who could affect the outcome. For each person, label them with one of 3 roles. Sponsor, has power, wants it to succeed. Blocker, could resist, delay, or veto. Neutral, hasn't picked a side yet. That's it, 3 roles. Keep it simple. Now answer 2 questions for each person. 1. What do they need to feel safe saying yes? This collapses everything. What they want, what they fear, what proof they trust, into one simple question. 2. How much power do they have? High influence or low influence? That's your map. 5 to 8 people, 3 roles, 2 questions each. Let me show you what Maya's map should have looked like. See what Maya missed? The VP of sales? He had high power and a clear incentive to block, because the engine would change his team's comp structure. If Maya had mapped him, she would have seen the risk, and she could have done step 2, align. Once you've mapped your stakeholders, you pick one potential blocker, someone who could kill your project if they feel surprised or excluded. And you send them one message. I call it the alignment ask. This message is not, hey, can you support me? It's, help me shape this so it works for you. Here's the exact template. Copy this. Notice what this does. It gives them dignity. You're not going around them, you're including them. It reduces surprise. They're not finding out in a meeting. It surfaces constraints early. They tell you what could go wrong before you build it. And it turns a blocker into a co-designer. This is ethical politics. Alignment before conflict. Now let me show you what Maya should have sent to the VP of Sales. What happens next? Michael replies, "Yeah, this affects our comp plan. Can we delay Q3 and build in a transition period? And can you loop in our ops lead?" Maya says, "Absolutely. Let's do Q4 with a pilot in Q3. I'll loop in ops." Project saved. 4 months not wasted. That's the power of one alignment ask. Now let me show you 2 more quick examples. An engineer needed to deprecate an old API. She sent this to the product manager. Sarah flagged 2 enterprise customers who needed 120 days. They adjusted the timeline. Launch succeeded. 1 more. Marketing needed budget approval from finance. Finance suggested splitting the cost across 2 quarters. Approval came in 24 hours. Same template, 3 different scenarios, same result. Notice the pattern. Name your plan, name the trade-off, ask for adjustment. That's it. That's the alignment ask. Now you don't need to do this for every task. Use this when you answer yes to any of these. Your project affects multiple teams. You need resources you don't control. Leadership has given vague or conflicting signals. Similar projects have failed politically before. You need people to change how they work. If you checked even one, map your stakeholders and send 1 alignment ask. Here's the quick test. Could this fail even if my execution is perfect? If yes, you're in political territory. Use the system. Step 3, signal. Once you've mapped stakeholders and aligned with blockers, you need to keep support easy. You do that with 3 clean political moves. Move 1, make trade-offs explicit. Don't hide the downsides, name them early. If we do X, we can't do Y, which matters more? People fight when trade-offs are hidden. Leaders respect when you surface them. Move 2, share credit loudly, in writing, in meetings, with specifics. This worked because Sarah flagged the customer risk early. Credit sharing disarms defensiveness and builds future support. Move 3, send proactive updates. Don't wait for people to ask. Every 2 weeks, send a clean update. Here's what changed. Here's what's next. Here's the risk I'm watching. This prevents surprise. Surprise creates politics. If you only do 1, make trade-offs explicit. That's the move that makes you sound like a leader. Now here's something most people miss. AI can make you better at politics without making you manipulative. Here are 3 ways ethical professionals are using AI right now. Use case 1, stakeholder pattern analysis. You can paste your last 10 email threads with a stakeholder into your chosen AI tool like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude and ask, what does this person consistently care about? What language do they use when they're concerned versus supportive? The AI tool will spot patterns you miss when you're moving fast. Example output. This person uses budget language when they're worried and customer language when they're aligned. They respond fastest to data, slowest to anecdotes. Now you know how to frame your alignment ask. Use case 2, alignment message drafting. You can give your AI tool this prompt. I need to align with stakeholder name on project. Here's my plan, X. Here's the trade-off, Y. Their top concern is usually Z. Draft an alignment ask that's collaborative, not defensive. The AI tool gives you 3 versions. You pick the one that feels authentic. You save 20 minutes and reduce the emotional friction of crafting the perfect message. Use case 3, conflict de-escalation scripts. When a blocker pushes back, you can paste the thread into AI and ask, this person is resisting. What's the underlying concern I'm not addressing? Give me 3 response options that acknowledge their concern and propose a path forward. AI helps you stay calm and strategic instead of reactive. Here's what's powerful about this. AI handles the pattern recognition and drafting. the mechanical work that drains ethical people. You still own the judgment, which stakeholder to prioritize, which trade-off to make, which message feels authentic. That's politics done well, systematic, not performative. 3 mistakes that make ethical people lose. Mistake 1, I don't do politics. That's like saying I don't do gravity. You're in the system whether you acknowledge it or not. Mistake 2, trying to win in the meeting. If people are hearing your idea for the first time in the room, you're late. Alignment happens before the meeting. Mistake 3, treating resistance as a personal attack. Most resistance is just misaligned incentives. Don't take it personally. Map it, align it, move forward. Quick note, if you're remote or hybrid, this matters even more. In an office, you overhear what leadership cares about. You bump into people at coffee and pre-wire casually. You're seen working. Remote, all of that disappears. You're flying blind on priorities. Alignment requires calendar invites, which feels heavier. And if you don't signal progress, you're invisible, even if you're crushing it. So, remote workers need to over-index on this system. Map more intentionally. Align proactively. Signal progress visibly. Politics doesn't go away remote. It just moves to Slack threads and Zoom calls you're not invited to. Here's your homework for this week. Pick one project that matters. Step 1, map. List 5 to 8 stakeholders. Label them. Sponsor, blocker, or neutral. Answer 2 questions. What do they need to feel safe? How much power do they have? Step 2, align. Pick one potential blocker. Send one alignment ask using the template. Here's my plan. Here's the trade-off. What would you adjust? Step 3, signal. This week, make one trade-off explicit in a meeting or email. Share credit for one person in writing. Send one proactive update. And if you want to use AI, paste your stakeholders' last few emails and ask what patterns they show. Draft your alignment ask with AI, then refine it in your voice. That's it. Map, align, signal. If you do this consistently, office politics stop feeling like a swamp and start feeling like a map. And in the next episode, we will look at how AI is coming for your tasks, not you, and how to redesign your workday before someone else does. Until next time, keep your intent clean, keep your trade-offs explicit, and don't lose opportunities to invisible forces.